as you look at this, the idea of integrators have being trusted partners to their customers, I guess I'll ask you, Francisco, can you give your comments on that viewpoint of trusted partnership with the customers you serve?
Of course. Well, I believe that the best way to become trusted partners with a customer is basically being there whenever there's a problem. You know, because anytime you quote a project, even when you're in the starting up and startup of the project and everything, that's part of the job. You know, you're doing nothing special. The moment that there's a problem, like something that stopped the plant for minutes or hours, maybe like downtime, then is when you can earn basically the trust of your partner, of your customer. Because if you're there in the right spot and you give the best service that you can do, you're going to be considered as a trusted partner. That's how we have built our company during these years. I'm proud to say that you know, every time that we start with a project based on our post-sales service, all of our customers have been loyal to us, and none of them at this point, like from the customers that are with us from the very beginning, they basically look for us not only for project development, but also sometimes even for advice, you know, things that we don't provide. So
sure.
I think that's the main, the key on become trusted by the customers, being there whenever you're needed.
Excellent. I appreciate your comments on that, and it is critical, and very critical. I want to just open this up to anybody else who might want to share their thoughts and you know, any advice to our attendees on ways that your company strive to build those relationships, and how you might advise others on how they approach their customers. So, open question to anyone who wants the mic.
From our perspective, we would refer to that as a trusted advisor. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor to our customers in their business initiatives, to be a member of their team, a consultant that they consider a function that you must have when you're starting a business initiative. So from our perspective, that's our goal with every customer. And once you become a trusted advisor and you do your job right, it's a long-term relationship, and your cost of sales goes down, and your penetration goes up, and you're providing real value.
You know, David, you made a comment earlier about working with your customers on business initiatives, and you just said it again. So obviously, it's a very important part of the strategy. And I think certainly if you bring a knowledge and an expertise, and you have the empowerment tool that we continue to strive to make Ignition be for you, you should have a seat at the table. You should have a seat at the table at the C-level person. You should have a seat at the table when all different levels of the organization get together, because you have something to bring to the party on how you can approach success with those business initiatives or the solutions that are necessary to move them forward. So I think that's, I would just say, a critical role for anybody in the integration business. You can't work with a project mentality in an isolated, siloed portion of the organization. That's the old SCADA viewpoint. It's an old viewpoint towards the technology because you're only serving one portion. You have to have an enterprise view, and that means all levels are your customers inside that organization. And once you get involved in their business initiatives, then you're probably going to have a seat at the table when they're having discussions, and even giving advice, as mentioned by Francisco, that may be not related to the exact topic, but because of the trust factor.
Hey Don, just one thing to add to what you were saying is I think you could break it down into a real simple statement: is where do you want to be with the customer you're dealing with right now? Do you want to be constantly bidding on work that they've released the spec to, or do you want to be designing the spec?